Ron and Kathy are ticket sellers at their class play. Ron handling student tickets that sell for $2 each, and Kathy selling adult tickets for $4.50 each. So write that Ron's ticks equal. When I'm reading, I like to just list out some of the info. $2. And then we've got Kathy. Ticks equal $4.50. If their total income, so the total income is equal to 117,550, and there's 364 tickets sold. All right, so let's identify the two. So these two look like they're going to create our system. Okay, so 364 tickets sold. So let's say let R equal the number of Ron tickets. And let K equal the number of Kathy tickets. Right, it's the number that they sold. I always like to use the variables that represent the actual thing. It helps when you get your final answer, it helps remind you what you found. You can say X and Y, but then at the end, you just have to double check that you're answering your question. Okay, so let's do 364 tickets. Let's write that one first. So how can we write this with variables? So the total number of tickets sold as variables. A problem-solving technique, if you're stuck right now, is you can think of simpler cases. Like if Ron sold 2 tickets and Kathy sold 5, what's their total ticket sale? 7, right? Yeah. Okay, so then that's a simple case. And then you can think back as you think of that simple case, and you can say, how did I get that? Oh, I added them together. That'll help you to remember, oh, okay, so that's just R plus K. Right, the total number of tickets that Ron sold plus the total number of tickets that Kathy sold is equal to 364. Now, this one that says total income is 117,550. If Ron's tickets are $2, well, if he sold 5 tickets at $2, how much money did he make? Or what was his income?
10.
10. So then you think, how did you get that? Oh, multiplication. So it's going to be $2 times R. All right, so if Kathy sold 2 tickets at $4.50, she made $9. And again, a simple.
450K then, huh?
Yeah, 450K. Good, now we set up our system. We can choose any method we like to solve the system. Which method would you like me to do?
Elimination.
Elimination, or yeah.
Yep.
All right. That's not the one I would want to do, but I will do it, and I'll explain why. I think substitution would be the easiest one right here, but it's okay.
Yeah, I was going to say substitution.
It would be a little easier, less steps, but we'll do it by elimination because that was actually the main issue we had today. All right, so now you have to think, I want to add these two together such that the R's or the K's are eliminated. I recommend eliminating the R's. So what can we multiply this first line by such that when it's added to this, it gets eliminated?
It'd be 1. Oh.
-2.
-2. That would be the smallest, easiest way, right? So you do -2, So when you do -2, you then have -2r and 2r, right? So now what we have is, and you have to distribute. So you have -2r minus 2k. Sorry, there's a lot of background noise. Let me close that door. So you can keep working on that. Dominic wants to say hello. Hi. Your tongue always hangs out.
So cute.
The puppy was attacking her because he likes to play and she doesn't. Okay, so then we've got -728. And then we've got 2r plus 450. So I'm just going to write 4.5k equals 1175.5. When I add these, I do eliminate those. And so we have plus 2.5k equals 447.5. Okay. I'll take that away. Now the next step is to divide by 2.5. So we've got k equals. And then I just click, oh, little shortcuts. So if you have your answer there, I just click then divide, and notice it says A and S. Well, it's going to take the previous answer and stick it in there. Definitely saves time when taking a test or something, and you minimize your mistakes that you make. So now I'm getting 179. So it says that Kathy sold 179 tickets. Especially with these problems, I go back and I say, did I answer the question at hand? And it says, how many tickets did Ron sell? We got what Kathy sells. How do we figure out how many tickets Ron sold?
You substitute the K back in, the 179 back in for K.
Yeah, so you can do this into either equation, but this one looks like it's a little easier, right? Less coefficients, smaller numbers. So we've got R plus 179 is going to equal 364. 179, 179. And so R equals 185. And you can check it by substituting it in. I would check it with the second one since I used the first one to help me get this. When you're checking things, you want to tend to do things in different ways if you can, so that you don't end up, if there's a mistake, you don't want to end up making the same mistake. So you could check by plugging it in there. So the check will be to do 2 times R, which is 185. Plus, the check is definitely important. I need to 179. Does that equal 1175.50? Well, let's see. We could just plug it in our calculator. 2 times 185 plus 4.5 times 179. Enter.
Yeah.
Yay! And think about that feeling you get when it all works out. So at the beginning of class, when I said, I asked if any of you like this, a lot of you don't, but I said, how many of you will like it once you start getting it? And that, the feeling that I just got, I'm hoping you'll get it too when you start getting this. And it's just like,
I still don't like it. It's just so much to do for like something. So I just,
nothing worth achieving is easy. Think about that. I just submitted something that's like 60 pages with 132 backup documents, and like took me 7 months to put together, 5 years to do all the work. Oh my God, you know how crazy that is. It's so rewarding though. So once if it works and pays off, it is the most rewarding thing. Just like at Nassau Community College, once you get all your credits, each class is going to be challenging. You do it little by little, step by step, day by day. But then through all those challenges at the end, think of that feeling you'll get at the end. And keep that in mind when you're down in the dumps and things are hard and they suck and they're like, oh. Same with this. There's multiple steps, but that means you're going to get an even bigger rewarding feeling at the end once you get it. Nothing worth achieving is easy. Remember that. Okay, so that's your takeaway for today. And you got to accept failure as part of the process. I'm not saying when you have the right mindset, you're always going to win and succeed. No, the failures are part of the process and you learn from them and you grow from them.